Back, son. Back, son. It's your boy. We back, son. Math? Yes. 1 plus 1 equals 2, math. Actually, 1 plus 1 equals 3. Shut your fucking bitch ass. Shut up. Script up. Pop, skiri, beep, beep, beep. Scri, beep, 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 scri. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Fucking pussy. You fucking pussy. That's what I thought. What's up? What's up? Yeah. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, bro, some of these songs are just fucking drives you up a fucking wall. It makes you wanna go. Just bring your head to a. Fuck, who the fuck is he singing? No, cassette? No, don't set. I'm sorry if your mom told you you sing good, but no, you don't. I'm joking. Everyone has talent. I was kidding. Everybody's talented. Oh, you're talented. The next person next to you is also talented. The person next to you, the person next to you is also talented. The person next to the person next to the person next to you is also talented. I can keep on going. It's like infinite glitch to live. If I could technically configure my brain to keep on saying that until my last breath, I could technically live my whole life. Okay, let me cook. So imagine if I could configure, or I could somehow convince my brain to say what I just said before repeatedly, like it's a loop. So it's like a loop, right? I can just keep on repeating it. What if I could convince my brain to say that until the very end of my life? Technically, that should decrease my chances of, I don't know, suicide, stuff like that. Because one part of me is now predictable. One part of me is now highly predictable that I'm just going to keep on saying this for the next 60, 70 years. But still, I have to eat. Because to do the task, I have to eat. Which is possible. Then what makes me not do this? What makes people not do this? You gotta pay your rent, yeah. For that you have to work. Oh yeah, okay. What I'm doing is not useful. It's not actually that useful. Unless I get paid through chat or some shit, but I don't care. Okay. So it's not actually possible, but hey, I don't know. Something could work there. Maybe it's for the future people to figure it out. Matt, damn. I forgot about Matt. Damn. That is not in a very good. Whoa. This is the actual. This is when I am pointing to that paper that's on the wall, but it looks like I'm pointing further. But still, it's pretty okay. I don't know. The camera angles are pretty weird. I look like I'm hunched back. I'm not hunched back. I'm in my alpha male stage. I always look down on people. This is how I usually sit. Somebody used the chat? I don't think so. Yo, somebody used the chat. Vibe up. What's up? What's up? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, bro. We get it, bro. We get it, bro. You know something that I don't. We get it, bro. Hey. Hey, Rishab. Hello, hi, brother. Hello, Rishab. How you doing, Rishab? How you doing, man? New camera angle. How is it? How is it? It's like you could say this is like a room tour. You could see my whole room, right? Where am I from? So, I'm guessing you're asking me where I am originally from. I'm from the land of the spice. Or it used to be called the land of the spice. So, I was looking into exercise questions and I remember when I was doing this question, it just ignored all the rules that I just learned and was just like, according to Leibniz criterion, it's gonna be opposite. I don't know what the fuck is Leibniz criterion. Okay, let's focus on the country. Yeah, that the country where I am from has a double name or another name called Land of the Spice. Come on, man, use your social science, use your what's it called, the pattern recognition. Like, come on. Let's focus on the third question. Third question, second one, where there's Leibniz criterion mentioned. Russia. Interesting. Russia is known as land of spice? I never heard that term for Russia though. Okay, you know what? Before I act stupid, let me search. Land of spice. Interesting. No, Russia is not known as land of spice. Okay, so India, you got it right. Second try, you got it right. That's good. For you can't think of anything good except that, but maybe binomial. Well, appreciate the answer though. So I was asked to check for conversions, and from what I understand, this stripped down version of this polynomial or expression. Dimply, what are you doing, friend? I'm trying to practice math though. What the fuck is convergence? Don't we need to solve the series? No. There's no solving. Because it's the sum of k equals 1 to infinity. And yeah, there are some parts where you could solve and you could get a single number or a more simplified expression. But here, it's just they want to know when you sum up all the values, is is the final answer just going to be increasing, or it's going to keep on decrease, or just stay on a... Bro, where did you learn the accent? Well, I believe the more you use, the better you get. That's what I understand. Yeah, so normally I should get this series to be convergent. That means after, when you sum all the terms, it's gonna give up a small answer. It's not gonna be bigger and bigger every time k approaches infinity. But there's a new criterion that just can ignores all the thing that I was talking about. Following standard procedure we discussed, you must investigate this for absolute convergence and regular convergence. This is a perfect example of a series where the absolute check fails, okay? Forcing you to use the Leibniz criterion, okay? You can't just come up with new words, okay? Identify the comparison series using the stripping down method on dominant phase terms. Numerator, denominator, yeah, result 1 by k, that's what I got. Determine the fate as we establish for exercise 2, bk equals 1 by k, p series with p equals 1, harmonic series which diverges. What? Now it's diverging? Now 1 by k is diverging? I have somewhere studied this. Maybe binomial expansions show convergence. The graph is like U-shaped curve, firstly increases, and once we get numerically greatest term, it decreases. Are you talking about an asymptote? I think that's what you are going for, an asymptote. But is it a U-shape? I don't know if it's always a U-shape, but okay. What was I thinking? If I understand, in the comparison test, if the power of the stripped down version of the series or expression is 1 or greater than 1, series diverges. What? Okay, series diverges. What if that's the case? Since it says convergence, maybe it's decreasing all the time. Which college are you from? I'm from a college called JKU. JKU. Convergence, is it decreasing all the time? If I understand, convergence is basically when the value, the k, when k approaches infinity, every term that you add would not result in a bigger term. It just stays still, or I don't know about decreasing though. Which college are you from? I told you, right? JKU, JKU. That's the name of the college. But I'm still first year though. Okay, am I mute? Am I mute though? I don't, right? Is it a glitch, or Rishab, did you really want to ask me that question? Like I feel like I answered you, right? The college is called the JKU. Bro was going through a seizure? No, that's not a joke. You should not joke about that. Yeah, I know. But yeah, like I was saying, does convergence always does it always it is situated in a country called Österreich, Austria. When a series converges, when a series converges, does it always mean that the result is decreasing or increasing? Oh no, decreasing, or does it mean that it stays still? You know what? That is a good question. At least that's a good question for me because I don't know. Convergence series does not mean the terms always decrease or stay still. Terms can go up or down or even grow in size as long as overall sum approaches a single finite number. Yeah, alternating signs. The term can jump between positive and negative numbers. They do not strictly decrease or stay in value. Oh shit, okay. So it does not mean it's always gonna the running U-shaped. Distribute me moderatorship. Distribute. Again, I actually gave someone the mods thing, but what's the use though? I never understood what's the use case. Not always decreasing. A sequence of terms can wobble up and down. So you can ban these spammers. Yeah. Not gonna lie. Right now it's not spamming, but if it continues to be spamming, I guess we could have a mod that can ban. Between divergence result in a value similar to infinite. No way, your friend was a moderator for PewDiePie. Oh shit. I used to watch a lot of PewDiePie content back in the day. But I wouldn't say I'm a really old PewDiePie fan. I started watching PewDiePie from COVID times, I believe. Exactly, you nailed the main idea. Yo, Felix. One difference, it had 111 subscribers. PewDiePie? Okay. Good one. Yo, Felix, how you doing? If I remember, I seen your chat on some previous stream, but I was not here. Yeah, I was eating. I was cooking something up. Going to infinity, bouncing around. The sum never settles on one value because it keeps swinging back and forth. Convergence means the total sum settles on a single fixed number, while divergence means total sum grows without bound towards infinity. Okay, okay. So it's convergence is more about staying on a single value than decreasing, I guess. But what's this Leibniz criterion? Do you have a PC or monitor? Well, I do have a personal computer. You're an Indian student, just passed my 12th class and confused about higher studies. That's what I'm asking. Can you suggest me anything? Oh, shit. Like, which stream? Duh. Pam. What do you mean, Pam? Okay, Sarah Larison, what am I doing right now? I'm trying to solve some exercises in this sheet. Math exercises. And Vibe was asking me, do I have a PC? PAM, USS, PCM, PCM, PCM. What about JEE? Okay. I guess you guys have your own binary. I understood JEE. PCM. What exam is this? Which exam is PCM though? Am I that out of touch? I don't think so. Pulse code modulation. Physics, chemistry, math. Oh, makes sense. Oh, my stupid ass took me a while. Okay. After this video, when are you doing a live video? Tomorrow, gang. Physics, chemistry, math. It's a stream. Some good words. Okay. So, what was his name? Rishabh. 350,000. What does that mean? What does it have to do with it? Okay. Yeah, just this MF. This MF did 12 from India pretending like knowing nothing. Are you talking about me? Yeah, I mean, yo, I was the COVID batch though. Drop? Who dropped? Yo, don't drop college, school. Don't do that shit. What is the Leibniz criterion? Seriously, no drop. Okay. Yeah, Reshab. I gotta say, whichever subject you take, just go for something that you're curious. Okay, something that you're passionate about, something that you're curious. You feel me, fam? Well, what is this number though? 3, 5, 4 zeros. What about boards? 75% above. Yo. Again, yeah, the boards. Yeah. Again, the board's marks are important, but you know what is more important? Knowledge. Knowledge. if you understand things or not. That's important. Boards are also important. Board ex- board exams basically test how much you know. It settles only on a sum because the alternating sign shows the terms to cancel each other out, even though the terms themselves don't shrink fast enough to converge on their own. I did not understand. Okay. Wait, is it gonna be... Then go for drop, duh. What is drop? Is that a course? So you're telling me there's gonna be different solution for convergence, absolute convergence. But yeah, Rishab, from what do you understand? Which subjects do you feel like you want to learn more? Bro, this streamer is Indian or not? Yo, you want my passport, bro? They lucky. They lucky. What is that? Is anyone willing to subscribe to your channel? I'm sorry, bro. Not today. He's from... Yeah, right now I'm in Austria, gang. So... But don't worry, I'm gonna visit the mother server. I'm gonna visit the mother server in a while. Uh, absolute convergence. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Or use case of absolute Leibniz criterion. Also just explain that criterion. The due date for this assignment was 4th March. You are low-key cooked. Yo. First off, I did pass this application of math. I did pass that course. But there's another one. There's one called math. Math for biological chemistry 2. And for that one, they do ask these questions and some high-level questions. And it's been a year since I looked up the math that I already passed, and I kind of forgot a lot of stuff. So I did not pass the lecture. And the lecture, the questions are also pretty, I wouldn't say tough, but you need to know some stuff to answer the question. Because there's no such thing as tough questions. Oh, bro's yapping. Yep, I am. It's a strong form of convergence. You check if a series would still settle on a finite number. Streamer, did you know anything about India or did you grow up in Austria? Whoa. Yo. What's that supposed to mean? I'm from the... I spent my first 18 years in the land of the spice, gang. What you talking, boy? What you talking, boy? Kaligina. Ma different solution scenarios if a series fails. What is Leibniz criterion? Leibniz criterion is a specific tool used to prove the convergence of a series that switch signs. Yo, RKV said hi. RKV, I'm also gonna say a hi back. என்ன ப்ரோ இது மல்லு மலையாளி. Yo, what's up, gang? What's up? Tamil. Yo, not gonna lie, respect for Tamil, okay? I really like the language. எப்படி இருக்கு தம்பி ஏன் பேரு? தோசை இட்லி சாம்பார் சட்னி. Speak Hindi to prove it, but before I speak Hindi, I gotta say Tamil, bro. எப்படி இருக்கு மச்சா என் பேர் ஜோஷ் அப்ரஹாம். எனக்கு வந்து தமிழ் ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். நீங்க தமிழ்நாடுன்னு எந்த ஸ்தலத்துன்னு வர? சென்னை. What else? கோயம்புத்தூர். நான் வந்து கோயம்புத்தூர் போயிட்டு I went to கோயம்புத்தூர், சென்னை. Bro, that song is used to troll Tamil people. Which song though? நான் வெள்ளூர். வெள்ளூர். நான் வந்து ஆ ஸ்தலம் கேட்டுட்டு இருக்கேன். வெள்ளூர். Okay. God damn, Vellore looks crazy, gang. Like, god damn. I did not know Vellore was built like that. Okay, so Rishabh, you need to hear Hindi, right? मेरा नाम जोश अब्राहम है भाई साहब. मैं इंडिया से हूँ भाई साहब. ये हिंदी है ना भाई साहब? मेरा हिंदी मुझे हिंदी कुछ पता है. I know enough Hindi to survive in the north. That's all I need. So, Vellore. Damn, we got some temples. Tamil people against Hindi. Yo, chill. Okay, chill. But hey, Vellore, I heard this name before. With this Hindi. Oh, that's a good question, Rishabh. Yes, I did try NEET. I did try NEET exam and I was like, nah, the same for me. I was too stupid to pass NEET exam. And I realized, oh, whoa, I should stop talking. Let's just say I failed NEET exam. I got like 500 or something. But the paper leaked. Okay. The paper did not leak on the year I wrote the exam. But the next year, I remember my friend was doing repeat. The paper got leaked. But yeah. With this Hindi, I can survive 5 minutes, no longer than 5 minutes, bro. Bro, you don't know me, bro. You don't know me. Going to infinity, the sum goes forever. What did I ask though? Oh, yeah. Leibniz criterion is a specific tool used to prove the convergence of. It leaks every year, yep. It's a systematic leak. Sorry, we are against Hindi imposition. Okay. Again, I mean, I like languages, but I'm not a big fan of imposing languages, not gonna lie. To use this criterion in your exam, you must demonstrate the positive part of the series satisfies three conditions. All terms must be greater 100% literacy. Yo, I know it's a meme, but let's just say it is never possible to get 100% literacy. Nowhere in this planet you can get 100% literacy. I don't think it's possible. It's just you can, yeah, it's a meme, but it is not technically possible to get 100% literacy. And those who believe it, stupid. More stupid than me, and I know I'm stupid. To use this great, oh bro, why do I keep on forgetting what I'm doing? You must demonstrate that the positive part of the series satisfies three conditions. All terms must be greater than or equal to 0. The term must greater than or equal to 0. But the stripped down version is 1 by k. K starts from 0. This MF Leibniz is everywhere in calculus. Yeah. I guess this guy this guy did a lot. Let's look up this person though. Leibniz. Oh no. German bro looked I don't know if older people like back in the day we don't know how to draw or they just looked like this. Three requirements. To use this criterion in an exam, you must demonstrate that the positive part of the series satisfies three conditions. The use case of Leibniz criterion in your procedure solution when following two series is alternating. Again, when we talk about alternating and shit, it only matters if we go for normal convergence. When we go for absolute convergence, this alternating does not give up, does not matter. Oh, Leibniz can be only used when the absolute convergence test fails. Bro, how did you learn Tamil words? I learned Tamil from movies. Surya, நான் வந்து Surya fan. Surya படம் ரொம்ப Surya படம், Rajini படம், Kamal Hassan, Vijay, Surya, Ajit. நான் வந்து குறை தமிழ் படம் பார்க்கிறேன். Just like that, I learned Hindi from watching Doraemon Hindi films. Lot of Shah Rukh Khan movies. Do you regret or being grateful for failing NEET? Do I regret failing NEET? No offense. I'm gonna tell you some truth. No offense, I'm not really interested in medicine. Yes, it's an amazing field. It's a field that takes a lot of hard work, but I just don't see myself being a doctor. Maybe I have this opinion maybe because I failed NEET. Okay, no offense. Again, doctors are cool, but I don't think it's for me. First of all, it's not calculus. Oh, okay, bro. Actually, actually, that's algebra. Okay, that's algebra. Okay, it's not calculus. I know calculus. You don't know calculus. I'm 16 years old and I know better than you. Okay, bro, shut up. Shut up. And also anything which part includes or which part does the meaning is ignored. Oh, and what's his name? RKV, I gotta say, I think neat is not necessary. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have enough knowledge to say it is necessary or enough knowledge to say it is not. Let's just say I don't know too much. But I would say one thing though. One of the few states I visited personally was Tamil Nadu. Yeah. I went to Karnataka like 1 or 2 times. That's it. So the only state I visited other than my state was Tamil Nadu. So that would also make sense on why I know Tamil a bit. To solve the second part of exercise 3, we investigate the series for both absolute convergence and regular convergence. LOL. Laugh out loud? Yep. Investigation for absolute convergence. We begin by removing the alternating sign to look at the magnitude of the terms. So you went for the absolute value, okay. Identify the comparison series, okay. We got the series 1 by k. What do you use? Use the P series rule. 1 by k is an harmonic series. Bro, are you 16? Are you asking me? Am I 16? Why are you doing algebra as a biochemistry student, bro? You need math, bro. Everything's related to math. You need math, gang. Math, physics, computer, programming. I'm still nowhere close on those parts yet. I mean, in general, I'm not there yet. I still have a lot to learn. What language do you know other than English? I'm still learning German. Little bit of Hindi, Malayalam native, Tamil. I do know Tamil. And you end up being a high-tech chemist. Yo, I am nowhere close to being a chemist. Nowhere. I'm still a first year. Whoa, my sound. 22. The big 22. High-tech chemist, I'm nowhere being close to a chemist. The first step would be... Okay. Yeah, the first step would be to at least get some sort of part-time job in a lab. I really wish I could get a job in a lab so I can see how people try to approach problems, try to approach topics. I don't know. All I know is how to wash dishes now. And maybe do some titration. Endundu Vishesham Anna. Yo, Vaibhav, you're using some Endundu Vishesham Anna. Okay, that is Malayalam. Okay. But Anna is not used that much, but yeah, we do use it. Because the absolute convergence failed, we must check if the original alternating series still converges using the Leibniz criterion. I'm 25. Let's go. Let's go. You would get claustrophobic in that room? Yo, all I gotta say is I have inner peace. I have peace that I can just do whatever I want. And maybe it's a small room, but hey, it's my room. That is a really cool feeling. I don't know if you could experience it, but the fact that I can just come in here anytime I want, I can leave here anytime I want, that's cool. Hello. Hello. So what I still don't understand what was the issue here? In India with this English speaking skills, I don't know. My parents are really disappointed. But yeah, I guess. Again, English is not just English language gets better every time you. Do I remember you? I remember the name though. The more you speak, the better you get if I understand. Because absolute convergence failed, we must check if the original alternating series was still converges using Leibniz criterion. Leibniz criterion is involved in the second half of the problem. It is a specific tool used to prove that the alternating series converges even when its absolute version does not. To use it, but if this is the case, you should always check for Leibniz criterion every time you get a I don't know expression, polynomial expression. I don't understand why is this one included here. You are not giving me a. Okay, goes carriers 9. Monotomically converges. It's your brother's birthday today. Oh, and his name is Odysseus. Odysseus? Odysseus. Well, shout out to your brother, gang. Shout out to your brother. Odysseus. CS. Interesting name. Interesting name. Can I get an admission in JKU? Not gonna lie, there are a lot of international students coming in for JKU. So yeah, there are a lot of students coming in. So I would say yeah. But again, do I remember you from yesterday? Can you bring in the conversation we had yesterday? Because I do not. It is a specific tool used to. Yo, RKV, appreciate you for checking out the stream. Nandri, Tambi, Nandri. Are you the 6'7" kid? Wow. Yo. Vibe, if this person starts spamming, I'm gonna make you the mod. Tamil ille. Tamil ille. What do you mean Tamil ille? Tamil indu. Irukku. Tamil irukku. நன்றி அண்ணா பாய். நன்றி. நீங்கள் ஸ்ட்ரீம் பார்த்ததுக்கு எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் இருக்கு தம்பி. தம்பி or I wouldn't say தம்பி. സുഹൃത്ത് മലയാളം. താഴെ no. Friend. Anna. Yep. Good enough. Are you gonna ban me? Yeah, if you keep on spamming, it's gonna be annoying to a lot of other people. Just understand that. Sorry about yesterday. Tambi means younger brother. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm sorry, gang. So I wouldn't say younger, right? Oh, nah, okay. Fees and criteria. If you say it once, do you get banned? No, you won't get banned. But if you keep on saying it, if you keep on saying it that it obstructs others' comment, others' chat, yes. You did not even wait, huh? Yeah, you said the 6 7 one time. If you just keep on doing it, you will get banned. Cost of living is way too much in Austria. It is the cost of living is too much, and you will get the money in that terms. You get paid more. That's also part. My name is my name is Crack It Dump. It's called Crack. You see that? That's basically the name. I'm still not doing it. I live in a country called Austria right now. Is that really boneless? No, there is a bone, but it just folds. I can't do it on my left arm though. I can't. But on the right, on the right I can do it, but on the left I can. What the fuck, indeed. Bro, you miss folio drops. Well, fees and criteria. I think the fees is like 750 euros per month. Criteria, I think you need IELTS. What else? You have to pass an exam before you get into the course. You have to pass an exam that is related. That they're gonna ask you questions related to the course, which from what I've written, the exam is similar to the 12th exam. You said a bad word. Oh, what about placements? What do you mean placements? Like job opportunities? I don't know too much. Can I study CA in Australia? I don't know. What is CA? Chartered accountant? I guess, bro. You could, right? Why is it hot though? What's the temperature? Why do I feel like it's pretty hot? It's 22 degrees. Why is it hot? It is not hot, but my ears are. I can feel my ears are getting hot. It's going to be involved in the second half of the problem. It is a specific tool. For all k greater than or equal to 2, the denominator is positive. Currently, I'm doing chartered accountant. You have a brother? No, I have a younger sister. Yeah. You're doing chartered accountant, so yeah. I mean, bro, there are infinite chance, not infinite, but there's a good amount of chance to get jobs outside, inside. You have a mom, yeah, bro. I do. Yeah, I do. I do have a dad. Yeah. I still don't understand how. Okay, okay. Let me. If this again, I still. Why or how do I rec? Do I have a grandpa? No, but I do have a grandma. Yeah. No, I don't have. I don't have offsprings. Offsprings. As if the expression should be checked for the Leibniz criterion, because I have done other questions. Ask about wife, dumb. Yaru bro ni. Yaru bro ni. Yaru nan? Nan yaru nan krakatum macha. Uh, my yearly spending. Yearly. Let's just say I spend about 700 euros monthly. So 700 times 12. Let's see the numbers. Semester fees is different, okay? University fee is different. But let me give you a number. Where the fuck is calculator? 8,400 euros? Yeah, that's about right. So 8,400 plus 1,500. Let's just say 10,000 euros per year. 10,000 euros. That involves comparison test, but I never felt like I have to check for the Leibniz criterion. 11 lakh Indian rupees. Yep. Now, if you have rich parents, do I speak India? Yes, I do speak India. What was I saying? Yes, I do speak Indian. What was I saying? Yeah, if you have really rich parents, maybe you could afford it, or you gotta work your way through to it. Part-time jobs, baby. Part-time jobs, baby. But the financial liberation is immaculate. It's a crazy. What is that? We have 30 plus acres of land. No worries. For how is 30 plus acres of land relating to financial liberation? Like you could sell it? I mean, bro, if that makes you happy, I guess. In your sources, specifically in exercise 1, there is a clear pattern help you decide which will trigger alternating signs. Leibniz criterion is only used for alternating signs. It was involved here, but it was not used there. Worth more than 10 crores, okay. But is that yours? It's your parents'. You could say, oh, my parents' things are mine, but is it technically yours? So what? Yeah, you're right though. I mean, like I said, if you're rich, you can afford it, or else you gotta just work for it. Hey, nothing wrong with working for your living. That is obviously mine, okay. Makes sense though, makes sense. It's just I don't like going for my parents' stuff. I just don't find that cool, or I don't feel like I should be going for that. The Leibniz condenser is used for alternating series. You should look for terms that cause the signs to flip back and forth between positive and negative as k increases. Then that is a dumb idea, gang. Maybe. But like I said, I am pretty dumb though. I am not a very highly intelligent human being, I wouldn't say. Or why don't you need it before? In your previous comparison test, like the second part, the terms were all positive. What about here? Why are you skipping that? Alternating the logic triggers. Investigate for convergence and absolute convergence. If it only asks for absolute convergence, you only use the comparison ratio or root test. You ignore the Leibniz criterion. Okay, so if it was absolute convergence, I wouldn't use this one. Okay. It asks for both exercise 3. This is your signal that conditional convergence might be the answer. You check absolute convergence first. If that fails and the series has an alternating sign, you must use Leibniz to see if it still converges normally. This is your signal that conditional convergence might be the answer. No, I do not get it. I still don't see. Yeah, I understood the alternating part, but this one's alternating, this one's alternating. Why wouldn't you consider that? Yeah, we got two more alternating. You see -1 raised to k because absolute convergence failed. You now know you must use Leibniz. Okay. I feel like I'm yo, 83 subs. 186 subs. Let's go. Do I watch what? Anatoly. What the fuck is Anatoly? Is it okay to search? What is that? It's a Polak. It's a Ukrainian powerlifter. Oh, this guy. Oh, the cleaner guy. Okay, yeah. I've seen some of this. It's the cleaner guy. Yeah. This guy just lifts stuff up. Yep. I've seen some of the cleaner guy videos. Bro got the, what's it called? The sleeper build. Like me. I'm also kind of like a sleeper build. Like the person who sleeps, you feel. What are you doing, bro? I'm supposedly studying. But my stupid brain is still not figuring out why I am using the Liebig condenser. Did I say Liebig condenser? No, Leibniz criterion. Okay, I understood till... Bro almost has 10 million subs and still goes unrecognized at the gyms. Hey, maybe there are some gyms that just don't know bro. Maybe they don't know him. Maybe he pays them to act. Who knows? I understood till the... Well, then I wish you good luck with it, bro. Hell yeah. Respect. I understood till the alternating part. But this is not the only question that involved a term that includes alternating what? Like -1 raised to k, but just here on this question the Leibniz came up. Let me know. This is an alternating term. However, when you check for absolute convergence, the resulting p-series is greater than 1 because the series converges absolutely. It is mathematically strong enough. You don't need Leibniz to prove it converges. LOL. LOL on which part though? Or did I get the chat? How's the chat speed? Is the chat fast enough? Or is it still slow? I hope it's pretty fast, because I set it to be fast. But it still depends on my internet. Try searching Sam and Jess. You know what? I do not trust you that much, so I'll search it up. First, let me search it up away from... Okay, what's wrong with them though? Looks like a happy couple. Okay. Oh, you feel jealous watching them. Okay. I mean, I guess, bro. So it's like a happy couple. Yeah, bro, you're 16, bro. The fucking talking jealous. What's there's one Sam and Monica. There's more couples on the internet. There's more. Well, I did not expect that. Okay, there's more couples. You know what? I feel like this one's better than the last one. I feel like this one's better than the last one. Yo, another stream. ATX, let's go. Another stream. Another one. Another one. Another one. You know what? Let me pull up the exact another one. Yeah. Yeah, indeed. My YouTube feed at 3 a.m. Bro, why would you use YouTube at 3 a.m.? You should be sleeping at 3 a.m. What the fuck is going on? But you know what? Another one. DJ Khaled! We the best music! Another one. DJ Khaled say some shit. Shakira better? Nah, man. DJ Khaled. Bro, what is brother? Again, bro, you don't know. DJ Khaled, Nicki Min. Yo, nothing beats DJ Khaled. It's the best. Like, there ain't no party like Diddy party. Well, there's no Diddy right now, so it's like a fat. It's like a fat Adam Sandler. Overstuffed KFC chicken nugget. I mean, uh, it's called what? I'm DJ. Yo, you the best? You the best? Yo, that's a DJ Khaled quote. I mean, that is something DJ Khaled would say. You never lose weight because you don't use, you don't lose. You win. You win. Tony Kakar. Feel like I heard the name before. Bro, this guy's all about eating though. That is one hell of a human being. There's rappers and there's DJ Khaled. What? Try Gadi Meri Two-Seater Drinchak Puja. What is that though? What type of is it like a comedy sketch? Song. Is it a what's it called? Meme song type shit? Cause I'm kinda ads. Fucking ads. So yo, did you listen to Illuminati? Illuminati? Like a song or is it something else? Your name is welcome? Yo. It's the second video now though. So this one?
उसमें लगा है एक हीटर
I forgot to turn on the audio.
फीट का टूट गया मीटर लॉन्ग ड्राइव पर जब मैं जाऊं ढिंचैक पूजा के गाने
Illuminati song,
ब्रेक की
okay.
जगह एक्सीलेटर दबाऊं अगले दिन टीवी पर आऊं
Yo, I don't want the feds to come up to my room, okay?
गाड़ी मेरी टू सीटर उसमें लगा है एक हीटर
I don't want Illuminati to come up.
फीट का टूट गया
Oh, is it this one? Or is it the X-Files theme? Because this one, I heard of it. First video, yo, bro. It's from the movie Avesham. I've seen it. I heard it. And I'm not going to play it because I could get copyright striked. I like the song, but copyright. Avesham is my favorite. Hello everybody, my name is Welcome. That's a video. I can search it up. You've seen Avesham. How did you see it though? Like in which language? The second video. More than 2 times. 20 times. Yeah, Avesham is a pretty good movie, but which language did you see it? Don't you dare play an ad on a 30-second video.
Hello everybody, my name is Welcome. Who's coming? Huh?
If you're coming right now, let me see it. Let me see it. Show me. Huh?
He who is coming. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
That kid can't get enough.
Okay, so the first night is never usually that bad in any of the games, so I'll play through.
Hello. Hi.
Was that the bite of 87?
Not gonna lie, I did pretty good. Try Trolleywood 2. What is trolley? Yo, there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. And this is supposed to be a learning video right now, but I'll stop with this one. What is this though? It's like stand-up comedy? What is this? Narendra Modi, okay. Of course there's ads. Also, is as that the Bay A Suya what? Okay. Okay, I was expecting. Yeah, I don't know why they called it that. Who? Well, I thought it was a meme song, but it was some sort of breakup song. Come on, man. Okay, you know what? I was distracted for a bit. You post a link to what exactly? You must investigate series for absolute convergence first. So was not the video about Markiplier saying some random shit? No? Now focus time. You got it right, friend. You got it right. You got it right. You got it right. It's just an alternating. APGP EJB. What's up? So I am using the Leibniz criterion because the stripped down equation or stripped down expression has a power or what's this term? The power, yeah, you could say it's power. It's 1, which makes the series if it's in the denominator and what was it? And if p equals 1, so if p is less than or equal to 1, series diverges. Yes, because it failed the strength test. So now you gotta use Lebesgue condenser. Lebesgue condenser is a apparatus used in chemistry. This is Leibniz criterion. To see if an alternating sign can save the series, make it converge conditionally. Why this is alternating? It is a geometric series. For a geometric series, you use the specific formula where the convergence is determined by Q Last time one, well, Leibniz condenser technically shows convergence. The geometric series test for standard procedure for these specific types. So, again, since the absolute version diverges harmonic series, you would use the Leibniz criterion. Why? Why would you use it though? If it diverges, it diverges. What makes you use the Leibniz condenser? God damn it, Leibniz criterion. Why can't I see it? Like, is the AI stupid or am I stupid? I think we all know the answer. We all know the answer. Well, I'm not backing up until I get what why exactly Leibniz criterion is used. Convergence using the comparison, and we get a result of 1 by k for the L. cancel out the part that makes so again I still don't see how is this I know it's involved because it's mentioned in the solution, but I don't know what makes involved in the series. Again, the question asks for checking both convergence and absolute convergence. I was doing and I got oh, it works only one direction. Okay, I was wondering that. Okay. So the reverse is not true. Got it. Got it. You found L equals 1, meaning the magnitude of the terms acts like the harmonic series. Diverges absolutely. At this point, you have answered half of the exam question. The question asked for both convergence and absolute convergence. This is a strong version. Failed. Where did it fail? What do you mean it failed? Oh, okay, okay. So checking for the absolute convergence failed because it diverges absolutely. Is that a rule? To understand these concepts, the main trick is looking at what happens when you strip away all the negative signs from the series using absolute value. Mathematically, there's no special term called absolute divergence. A series is either convergent or divergent. However, we do separate convergence into absolute and conditional convergence, which is what people usually mean by Conditional convergence, okay. Absolute convergence, a series converges absolutely if it still converges even when you turn all its terms into positive numbers. The series is so strong that losing its negative signs cannot stop them from settling on a final number. That's for convergence. Are you using a keyboard insert of your laptop keyboard? Yes, because my laptop is placed in a bit higher place. It's placed a bit. It's in elevated form. So, and I like using the other keyboard. A series converges conditionally if the original series settles on a number, but it diverges if you turn all the positive. But it diverges if you turn all the terms positive. Positive or just opposite sign? Make everything positive. Why are we talking about just converting the terms to positive? Did you mean opposite sign or positive? Because the terms could be already positive, so it's not gonna change. Here's exactly where we look at the turning all positive and what it means for different types of series. If the series already has a positive term, turning them positive does nothing. Therefore, a positive term series can never be conditionally convergent. It is either absolutely convergent or divergent. There's no middle ground. If the series has all positive terms, it's either okay. Oh fuck. Okay. Damn, son. Why we force negative terms to be positive? When a series has both positive and negative terms, the negative sign acts like a brake. Someone in my back? Chill, bro. If there's someone on my back, they better pay my rent. I'm not gonna let anyone stay without paying the rent, okay? No, never. I shoot if you don't pay the rent and stay in my room. We apply absolute values. Is the series shrinking fast enough to converge purely on its own merit, or is it just converging because its subtraction signs are helping it? Okay. So we're so the whole what's the proper term? Conditional convergence or conditional divergence happens only when there's alternating terms in the expression, and alternating terms only forms when there's shit like these or shit like these. That could also, no, k square, I mean past root 3 is gonna give you a positive number. So Rishad, Shab, my chat is slow. Yo, I'm sorry, gang. I don't know what's wrong. At least from what I know, the setting is I set the stream in a way that it gives me the chat in the fastest speed. How do I say that? The stream is set in a way that gives me the chat in the fastest way, or the fastest option for the chat to interact. Damn, my brain is not providing words. My brain is not coming up with words. You know, I am reaching my limit. I feel like I'm reaching my limit. But hey, I'm not gonna end unless I understand what this is. So, conditional convergence, I need to write that down, because I feel like I would forget that. Wrong. Due to what? Leibniz convergence. Criterion. Leibniz convergence. Conditional convergence and absolute convergence. So what are these terms? Okay, so conditional convergence series that has alternating terms, plus, minus, that results or helps in the expression to be converging, while for absolute convergence series that has or hasn't I don't think hasn't is a word. Alternating terms, plus or minus, that results in the expression to be converging. It don't need negative terms to be converging. Even if you change the signs of the term that are negative, the expression still be converging. Okay, that's fucking ads. I hate ads. YouTube, just so you realize, YouTube, I never bought or made a financial decision from watching a stupid ass ad. Okay? I never done anything based on an ad from YouTube. So just so you know, I know a lot of people are paying you money to show the ads, but it's not working. It's not working, YouTube. Same, yeah. So basically, I'm still doing the same math, but I got to a point where I'm confused. Like, I was solving this question, and somehow I got an answer, but the answer to the question is opposite to what I got. And there's a reason why it is the opposite, and it's because of Leibniz criterion, but I don't understand what exactly makes it the opposite. So I'm trying to understand it. Looks like I have to learn more about the series in general. Do you do any job? Yes. Okay, well, good luck, yo. I appreciate that, bro. Well, what was I saying? Yeah, I do have a job. I used to have a job. I got fired, or let's just say the job is over at the end of this month. I still work in a kitchen, restaurant. And if you think about it, the restaurant is a type of chemical laboratory. I gotta go, man. Yo, the fact that you checked out the stream, respect. Who? Respect. Hard time? Hard time maybe, but I don't wanna. What's the word? I don't wanna get stressed over this, because I don't think it's gonna be useful if I started worrying. Oh no, no job. How do I pay my bills? Oh. No. If I start worrying, I don't think it's useful. Yeah, you should work to get your situation better, like go for new jobs or do something, but yeah, worrying is not that useful. Why did I say that? I don't know. Maybe I was just convincing myself to not worry too much. It still converges with all the plus signs. Your parents are rich? No, I wouldn't say they're rich. But you know what? I can't say they're not rich. Like, they're not like at the bottom of the economy or something. The new one. The one I just got. I think I worked for 3 or 4 months. But I have to go out. And yep. Because I kind of understand from their perspective, they need a worker that they can rely on. And I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be able to work for a month. So they were like, okay, that does not align with our thing. So, oh, okay, I understand. Oh, you staying in the restaurant? No. They were like, okay, if you're not able to work for a month, okay, bro, I think you gotta, you know, you gotta. Because they need someone they can rely on. That's what they told me. And I understand. Okay, how is this gonna be for the yeah, so right now, at the end of this month, I'm done with the job. I don't have a job. So I'm still back being unemployed. But hey, I need to start looking for jobs based on my field of study. I really want to do it. Because, hey, I like the job. I mean, I appreciate the fact that I have a job that helps me pay for my rent, but I would like to work for something that I learn, something that is related to what I learn. Absolute divergence doesn't exist. So only for convergence there's conditional and absolute, while for divergence it's just divergence. Yeah, it was more like a private Austrian restaurant. You know what's the best thing about the restaurant? I could learn the language. I could have learned the Österreichischen accent because it was an Austrian restaurant. Exactly, yeah, perfectly summarized it. Only convergence piece splits into, for divergence there's no extra subtypes based on absolute values. So the question was asking, check for, to keep this 100% clear in your mind, here's how the entire family tree looks. Entire family trees looks. Divergent series, sum fails to settle on a fixed number, just divergent, no special categories. Only converges because of alternating signs. Some fail to settle on a and goes for infinity and goes for infinity. Almost always. Mostly just can't settle on a fixed number. Okay, that's basically divergent series. Tier 3 college in India named LPU, giving BTech CSE in 14 to 18 lakhs plus 6 lakh in hostel plus 2 lakhs personal expenses in 4 years. And you're spending 10k. So total cost was like, let's take 14, 20, 22. Yeah, I mean, or am I leaving? Yo. Did we ever left? Is it all in my... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think both are good options. I feel like studying abroad just kind of opens up my mind. Oh, you're on phone. Time to doom scroll. Which is better? Personally, I feel like studying abroad kinda is better for me because I could see different perspectives. No offense to... Nah, Clash of Clans. Oh, Clash of Clans, it's still going on? It's just... Studying abroad just feels cool though. Not cool? That's a bad way to term it. It's just... it's a different perspective, but I think you could also get a different perspective if you just study. It still exists. I know it exists, but I thought less people play the game. I had a Clash of Clan account and it was like Town Hall 9. It's dead. Oh, Clash of Clans, yep. Yeah. How many people do? Why comparison testing is enough? AQI. What is AQI? Air quality index. Oh, yeah. I heard Delhi is pretty fucking crazy. Crazy. Delhi is having a hard time. AQI in Delhi. What's the number? I can't get a number. 116. Okay. Oh, it did cross 700. Oh. No, now it's pretty low compared to the 700. Yo. Saharanpur, Uttar Pradesh, near Dehradun. Okay. Saharanpur. Oh, place looks pretty good. No way. Not gonna lie, looks pretty good. Paramount Tulip Saharanpur. I pressed enter. Why? Oh, it's a housing society. Oh, interesting. So what exactly is this? Look at the road. It's a residential society. Ah. The reviews are pretty good. Okay. Okay. I don't know if that's, I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think it's like, it is good. Yeah, the reviews are saying it's pretty good. It looks pretty peaceful. You must check if the weak version can be saved by the alternating signs. You should be my neighborhood. I should be in your neighborhood. Yeah. I like places that are pretty peaceful. Okay, okay. It is peaceful. Yup, peaceful is important. So, if I check for absolute convergence, I get no. If I get the absolute value divided by the stripped down version, it gets 1. You should sleep? Yeah, I should. I should, but like I said, I will sleep after I understand this one. It's like one problem, bro. It's just one question. It's like 11 p.m. Pretty late. The series does not converge absolutely, okay. Test for regular convergence because the series has, you bring in the Leibniz criterion. You show that the positive part is a monotonically decreasing null sequence. Yeah, it's close to 3 a.m. I think you should sleep, bro. I feel like you should sleep. So, I understood that the absolute convergence is not fulfilled, but the same goes for conditional convergence not being fulfilled because the series I will not leave you alone, brother. Yo, sleep is really important, gang. Pedro. Pedro, Pedro, Pedro. Do I like studying alone or on stream? Basically, at this point, I never studied alone. Anytime I study, I stream it. And like very few times I studied alone would be like the exam is in like 2 hours. I go to university, I just sit there and study maybe with some friends. But those are the very few times I study alone. Otherwise, I'm on stream. And I started streaming my studies because I could stay. What's the word? Stay. What's the word? Stay consistent? Yeah. But now, applying the Leibniz concentrated. Oh, you mean the word I was looking for? Yeah, that could also be one. But the thing is, when I started my studies, I never studied every day. But after the stream thing, I do it every day, which I feel like it's an improvement. And I want to keep on doing this because I feel like studying is not going to be over. Like, let's just say I got my degree, I found a job or something. I'm not going to stop studying. So, yeah, I want this to be part of my life though. Is gonna change it, and I understood till the part where the k to the power 9. Do I have a girlfriend? Nope. K square k square minus 3. In past? Yeah, when I was in school, yeah, maybe, yeah. Not maybe, I did, but that was in school. I don't think it matters. Has to do with the criterion. Can you explain to me again why this is the one that changes the answer from what I got using the normal method or the method that I was using before? The reason Leibniz criterion changes the answer from divergent to convergent is because it accounts for powerful mathematical force. You intentionally ignored cancellation. In your procedure for solution required for your exam, you're looking for the same series through different lenses. Comparison test, Leibniz criterion. You're checking the regular convergence. What do? You put the back in. Now the series isn't just adding bricks, it is adding one, then taking one away, then you slightly one smaller one, then you take it away. The power of subtraction. In your series, the terms approach 0 and gets smaller every time. Monotomy. Do I face any racism? Good question. I wouldn't. I don't want to say it as racism, but I feel like not every, but some older people is kind of confused when they see someone that is not what they grew up looking like. So I think they have this uncomfortable position where, oh, this human does not look like what I used to see. That's a bit weird. I feel like that exists, but I think that's more part of curiosity. But in general, I wouldn't say. The actual meaning, based on the actual meaning of racism, no, I wouldn't say I experienced racism. Because you're subtracting almost all. As much as adding, the pile never reaches infinity. The subtractions cancels out. The addition's just enough to keep the total sum. Okay, I would like to know, how did you know that? Okay, how did you know that this series is canceling itself? Yeah, I know. It has a negative sign, and based on the k being even or odd, or they just mock you or make fun of you anytime or sometime. No, I never experienced any sort of mocking or no. Like I said, maybe if I go to the rural areas, and if I go to fucking I don't know, what's like a basic generic Austrian name? Müller. If I go to fucking mountains, and there's like a small house with a lot of goats, and there's one old man. Maybe that old man never seen another person of color. That person could react differently, but like I said, it's in the rural areas. Not everyone. Yeah, so I wouldn't say generic. Is a Müller a generic name? I don't know. I don't know. Maximilian Gruber, Anna Huber, Lucas Bauer. Okay. But these are newer names though. Maximilian, that's a new name. I don't think that's the one that old people have. But yeah. That's fine. Yeah. Like I was saying, I wouldn't say there's racism or something. I think we could also see this a similar thing happening in India. Like if let's say a white person or a black skinned person comes to India, and if there are some rural areas where people haven't seen any other people of color, right? Yeah, they would of course look at this new colored person as, oh, what is this? I haven't seen this colored human being before. What is this? So yeah, similar reactions could also be expected if you go to rural places in India, or rural places in anywhere. The value changes, but still, how do you predict, or how am I gonna just say from that the series is now converging? Like, could you explain a bit more? Because I haven't trial error the equation yet. Yo, respect for checking out the stream. Bye, respect, salute. Error the equation yet to see if it's converging. If it's converging or not. To understand the Leibniz criterion guarantees convergence without you having to perform trial or error or manually sum of the terms. You have to look at the mathematical trap it creates for total sum. How the two conditions trap the sum. You don't need trial and error because the conditions every backward step you take is shorter than the forward step you just took. This means you know how to understand why Leibniz criterion guarantees convergence without you having to perform trial and error or manually sum of the terms. You have to look at the mathematical trap it creates for the total sum. The sum doesn't grow in one direction, it behaves like a person taking steps on a number line. You take a step forward, you take a step backward. How the two conditions trap the sum. You don't need trial and error because the two conditions you check act as a physical constraints that force the sum to settle. Because terms are monotomically decreasing. Every backward step you take is shorter than the forward step you just took. This means you never quite make it back to where you started. Conversely, every forward step is shorter than the previous backward step, so you never push past your previous maximum. Take a step forward, take a step backward, forward. Now the conditions trap the sum. You don't need a trial and error because it took because the terms are monotomically decreasing. Every backward step you take is shorter than the forward step. So you just took, this means you never quite make it back to where you started. Conversely, every forward step is shorter than the previous backward step, so you never push past your previous maximum. If your steps are alternating direction, each step is smaller than the last. The steps are shrinking towards zero. The sum is trapped in a smaller and smaller window until it had no choice but to settle on a single finite number. So it goes back and forth, and every time it goes back and forth, it man. Okay. Yo, you can hear my legs fucking shivering. I did not expect that. check one more thing. Okay, how can I block these type of kick comments? Like what makes it a fucking a spam? How do I recognize these? I can recognize these spam comments, but how do I make my system recognize these spam comments? I need to think about it. If I check these accounts, can I figure it out? Yeah, join. The account was created today. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. So should I check? Should I check the account's creation date? But still, it could be a real person. So now using the liveness where even though the comparison leaving this criterion does not show that the series is diverging into the specific tool used to prove that the alternating series converges even after the... What is the tool though? I don't get the tool. It means the total sum reaches a finite number. Okay, Twitch, YouTube, I'm gonna end the stream. I almost got it, but you know, it's late. Peace out.